has been getting a bit better results lately. Hasn't... Well, I think he... I'm trying to remember if he's won a Shockwave.
He hasn't won a Shockwave Plano. He's won a Shockwave Grapevine.
Okay, yeah. He's gotten pretty close. He's gotten up there. I think Cosmic Cosmos has kind of been the gatekeeper for him to finish that off.
He's been the gatekeeper for everybody.
He's been the gatekeeper for a lot of people, yeah. He has been the main force to be reckoned with. I don't know if these two have actually played each other recently.
They played... It's interesting because they've probably played a total of 34 times.
Yeah,
71% of those Denti wins, but how many of those wins came post-patch?
That is a good question.
I mean, post-customs. How many of those came pre-Bayonetta?
Yeah, I think it's been a while. I think it's been since 71 since they played. So
something like that.
It's been a hot minute since these two have squared off. Both with new characters now. Be very interesting to see the outcome.
And Denti's switch to Cloud has just helped him so much. The character crises that he once had, the limitations that he had strictly playing a character that didn't gel with him before, it feels like it's mostly gone. The dual main of Cloud and Luigi just really strikes a chord with Denti a lot more than some of these other characters that he cycled throughout 2015.
Yeah, and I think one of the really big things is that the kind of Cloud's defensive nature. Denti, you know, in the grand scheme of things, is a bit more of a defensive player, you know, coming from Olimar and Brawl, who is, you know, the epitome of defense. And that's oftentimes how Cloud is going to be played. You know, you can play evasive, play just literally throw away all momentum, just say, I don't care, take it all, and just get charge on the limit. And then go for those opportunities, make those critical decisions to actually land those is, you know, what Cloud's good at.
And as far as actually landing those critical decisions, it's one of those things where I think Denti really shines. Now that he has limit charge, look for him to run off of the stage and actually go for something like a limit broken cross slash. Yeah,
the side B is definitely Denti's weapon of choice as far as limit breaks go. You know, the down B got a little bit of nerfs really recently, at least in the air. The ground version is still very, very dangerous, but it's got a lot of startup and it's got a lot of end lag. Oh, wow, just barely high enough for that combination to finish Denti off. That's going to be a bit of a comeback that he needs to come back from.
Cloud, of course, is the comeback character.
Yes, if anyone can do it, Cloud is definitely the one.
For Denti, he has to figure out the way to actually aim the shotgun, if you will.
Yeah, right now, though, he is going to have to reload before he gets those shotgun bullets up and ready. Yep. Going to use the platforms on this stage to set up safe positions to get his charge going.
Yeah, just create that space that we were touching on before.
Oh, swinging a little wide with the F smash.
I guess is going to cost him, and it might cost him a stock. Denti, however, able to get out of what could have been the end of game one. And smart, he actually just barely didn't charge the limit, so he was safe using that Clim Hazard. That time, limit broken cross slash will be enough to take the stock. And Denti, because actually the star KO, he had so much time to charge up the limit.
Yeah, almost another full limit on deck.
I think with the next hit or next attack, he should be able to have that limit fully charged, actually. There it is.
Yep, limit on deck now. Probably going to be wanting to use this one just to rack up damage if he can, or to recover.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, if we see something like a Blade Beam. Here he's going to be forced to use defensive.
Yep, he will have plenty of time to get another limit break on deck before he's going to be looking to finish the stock. But, okay.
Scary, scary moment. AeroLink knows that this game is almost wrapped up.
That is going to be it. Yeah, nice combination from the side Bs. Normally, at those super high percents, once you're like at around 120 or 130, if you DI down and away, oftentimes the side B will just miss completely. But since Denti had got caught really high in the up B there, I think that still would have led to him getting comboed.
Yeah. Looking back onto the game, points where that game really felt even, and the few points that it felt like we could see like a significant momentum shift.
Yeah, I think there's sometimes like in Denti game one where Denti had AeroLink push back to the corner, you know, pressuring him at the ledge, but didn't really get too much off of it. Like he tried for the F smash and didn't actually get it to connect. That is one thing that Cloud will have to deal with. If he isn't extremely on point with his limit breaks, he is going to have to look for, you know, standard ways to kill an opponent. And Cloud can do that. It's just pretty risky. You have to make the right callouts at the right time.
Yeah. definitely a lot of high-risk, high-reward action.
Well, okay, very nice cross slash. Getting some, the blade beam. Getting the damage right off the board, which I definitely agree with. Getting the damage nice and early. Not going to be looking to get the side B kills for another 40 or 50%.
I really liked how Denti was playing at the very beginning of the game. He did a good job of mitigating a lot of AeroLink's approaches, staying safe and building limit the whole way through. But if we want to talk about damage output, there are few characters who are better than Bayonetta from that standpoint. Limit back online for Denti. And nice, the recovery lets him use it gave him a chance to use it offensively, but the jab that we saw from AeroLink was so smart, put Denti in a position where he had no choice but to use it defensively.
Now that is going to be a problem for Denti. Either now he has to play super defensively and get another limit charge, or he needs to try and do a pretty risky option, going for those up smashes, down smashes, and F smashes, or trying to land with back air, which is all time, not only that where he could be punished, but where he could be spending charging limit instead. AeroLink carrying him from the ledge all the way up to the top, just barely high enough to land that upper kill.
I really didn't agree, honestly, with the decision from Denti on that previous stock to actually even challenge the ledge. He didn't have limit ready to go. His options as far as edge guarding were fairly limited. He may have been able to sneak away with a nair, but he gave up so much space, so much time he could have been charging up that limit. And beyond that, it gave AeroLink a time to actually get back onto the stage itself.
Good call on the up smash, but not quite timed perfectly. Oh, actually getting his get-up attack beaten out. Not quite getting the cross-up.
There's a chance we could be expecting something like a...
oh, I think that's going to be enough.
That's game.
Yeah.
That's game. Witch Twist is such a great edge-guarding tool off-stage against characters with a pretty lackluster recovery.
Yeah, a lot of characters where they don't go very far when they don't have the double jump. It's really, really easy for the large hitboxes on Witch Twist just to set it up ahead of time, just be spinning up there where they're going to be double jumping. And then, that's all she wrote.
Yeah.